Okay, so now we're talking properties of exponents day 2. This is the back side of the worksheet. Let's start with number 18. Number 10 says simplify the expression. Well, here we just have a quotient, right? Something that's being divided, and it's just two variables. So I have x to the 8th power divided by x to the 4th power. And because they're the same base, they both have a base of x, then I can go ahead and use the quotient property to simplify this expression. Well, the quotient of powers property says that if I have the same base, then I can simply just subtract the powers. So this would be x to the 8 minus 4 power, which is just x to the 4th power. Okay, let's take a look now at number 29. 29 is another quotient, right? I've got a lot of dividing going on here, and I can take all of this one step at a time. The very first thing I'm going to look at is the numbers that I have in front. It's really just a fraction. So I'm going to simplify that fraction as much as possible. Here I have 8 over 18. They're both divisible by 2. So then I would get 4 over 9. And then I just want to check again. 4 over 9, can I simplify that anymore? I can't. So then let's move on to the next variable. So here I have an e and an e, and if you think about this one as being e to the 1st power, I can use the quotient property, right? That's going to be really, I'm going to do subtraction, so it's e to the negative 4th minus 1, which is e to the negative 5th power. I'm just going to write that on the top for now, and then I'm going to probably want to simplify that again so that I don't have negative powers. The next one I have, again, the f's. I have negative 2 and then I have negative 5, which becomes negative 2 minus negative 5, which is a positive 3. So this is a f to the 3rd power. Negative 2 minus 5 is a positive 3. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite this real quick just to make sure that I don't have any negative powers left in my expression. So I'm going to have 4 on the top, f to the 3rd power stays on the top, 9 stays on the bottom, and I'm going to move that e to the 5th power, negative 5th power to the bottom so that my exponent is now positive. So now I have 4 f to the 3rd power over 9 e to the 5th, and that is simplified. The last one I want to take a look at is number 30. Number 30 says write an expression for the surface area of or volume in terms of x. So here I have a sphere, and the surface area equation for a sphere is s equals 4 pi r squared. So what they're doing is saying, well, the radius is x over 3, so why don't you write an expression using the radius as x over 3? So I'm going to write down my original equation, s equals 4 pi r squared, and now I'm going to substitute r to equal x over 3. So I have s equals 4 pi and then x over 3 squared. So x over 3 squared, I can use the quotient to a power property, which says I can apply the power to both the top, x squared, and the bottom, 9. 3 squared is 9. So because this is a product, I can go ahead and rewrite this as 4/9 pi x squared. And the reason is because everything here is multiplying together, I really only need to divide one of the parts of that term by the 9. And it's much easier for us to see 4/9 as a fraction versus x squared over 9, which we're not really sure what that value is. Okay, if you have any questions, let me or Mr. Daniels know, and have fun doing your homework.